Gary, a big 3 games to finish 2024, beginning with Saturday's trip to Cray Wanderers. How have preparations gone heading into that one, and is it about laying the foundations for our trip to Dover Athletic at the end of the month?
Well, yeah, preparation's been where it needs to be, Jack. The plan was Saturday was, if they'd have beat Hastings, they'd have been doing a remote session on Tuesday night and spending some time at home. But the fact we never got the win, we've had them in both Tuesday and Thursday. And I think what Saturday did, it highlighted that there's still quite a bit of work and some acknowledgement that the top end of the pitch needs to be a bit better than it's been. Some of our decision making, some of our execution in and around that final third's got to be a little bit better, and that's been very much the topic of the week. I watched the game back and I thought we dominated for large parts, and it was that last little bit in the final third that just needs to be a little bit cleaner and a bit more efficient, and that's what we've been doing this week. So we're ready and prepared. Good working week, and 2 sessions to take into Saturday, which is really important.
We then host Canvey Island on Boxing Day before that trip to Dover 2 days later. How will you manage the squad for those 2 games with such a quick turnaround?
Yeah, look, the next game's the most important one, firstly, Jack, and we'll be just the sole focus will be on Saturday's game at Cray. We've got 18 fit players at the moment, so there will be 2 17/18, but there'll be 2 that miss out, which is where you want it to be going into this stage. A little bit different to where we was at last year. We had quite a few problems last year, especially going into the Christmas period. But the fact we've got games on the 26th, the 28th, and the 1st, and our division is one of the only divisions that have mapped out their fixtures like that. If you look at the Conference South and North, they go from the 26th straight to the 1st, which is a little more fair for the group. But we've got to deal with it. The whole league is dealing with it. So the fact we've got in 6 days 3 games, it will be about the squad. It won't just be about the starting 11, and it'll be up to us as a management team to get that right. And that's very much what we'll be doing. Is once we get through Saturday, we'll be mapping out the next 3 games as close to as we possibly can in terms of starting 11s and squads and shape and such like. But let's get through Saturday first, Jack.
We've only had a few months of the season, but Dover have led the way for large parts of it and currently sit 5 points ahead of us. Do you think that even at this stage of the season, it's a must-win game to stay in touch with the leaders?
It won't define the season, Jack, but it will go a long way to helping us get to where we want to be. I think the next 2 games are key because I'd look at their 2 fixtures. They've got to play a rejuvenated Hastings side on Boxing Day. I sincerely hope Hastings serve up a similar performance to what they served up against us. They also go to a Cheshunt team on Saturday. Obviously, they had a really good win on Tuesday night. So, we've got to look after our own business. I've said that to you. Defining in regards to the season, no, not completely, but important, yes, for sure. I'd like to be within striking distance going into that game on the 28th. But if we're not, we'll still have 20 games to play, Jack. We're only 20 games in now, so it tells you it's not going to completely define our season, but it'll help.